Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you very much for your kind comments and for your subscriptions. It is much appreciated. Over the last 3 weeks or so, I've been doing field trips, trying to get out and about and experimenting with some lenses. Sadly, this weekend I haven't been able to do that just due to the weather conditions here on the Gold Coast and Queensland by and large. We've sort of experienced substantial flooding here, so it's probably a good idea just to wait for the weather to settle down a little bit before I do my next field trip. So today's video, we're going to be exploring a feature on the old G9 here, where to the right of this lens we've got these two buttons here which we can actually assign to something. I don't know, well, if you've got the G9 you'll know which buttons I'm talking about. And I actually pinched this from another video. Some guy was using this for the, I think his top one was the far shift and his bottom one was near shift. I've got it the other way around, near shift, far shift. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, whatever your preference is. But before we actually show how the buttons work, let's just dive into the menu quickly and I'll show you where you can actually set those functions. Alright guys, let's just have a quick look at where you get to this in the menu. So hit the old menu button. As you know, you've got all your folders on the left. Just scroll down to your custom set menu, select the operation tab, select that one, navigate down to the third page, so make sure you scroll all the way to the third page till you get the function button set. Select that, set it in record mode, and there you can see it's got FN function 4 and function 5. If you actually tap that on the screen, you can then allocate it to autofocus on near shift, and then the bottom button autofocus on far shift. That's what I currently have. Top one is near, bottom one is far, but you can swap that around if you so choose. Make sure that is set and then navigate out of the menu, and that should set it for you. Alright guys, so I've just set up a little bit of a experiment outside here on my little balcony. As you can see, the G9's in front of me. Currently I've got those two railings in focus, and we've got those palm trees and the other building in the background. Right, we've set up our function near buttons for the top one. We set up the function far button on the bottom one. So what I'm going to do now is simply just press the bottom button out of those two, and as you can see now, the palm tree and the building in the background gets into focus. And if I push the top one again, you can see the railing bars in the foreground, they actually get in focus. So I think it's a very handy feature. When I'm out in the field, I'm certainly going to try and do better examples than this, because there'll be no doubt all sorts of occasions where I believe this will come in handy. Just to show you again, as you can see, the palm tree is out of focus. Pushing the bottom button now, and it gets into focus with the foreground now out of focus. So near focus, far focus, near focus, far focus. I find that incredible. In fact, before I stop, I just want to flip over to video mode, and I'm going to hit record. So now the G9 is in video mode, and I discovered this yesterday that, oops, forgive me, it's a little bit tight here. So now it's in video mode. If I hit, as you can see, it pulls focus in video mode. It's not as quick as when you're in photo mode, but it certainly helps with the focus. pushing the bottom button now. So I think even in video, I think that's quite a good result. Both photo, obviously a lot quicker, but certainly in video mode, it's just as effective. A little slower, but I think still very, very handy. Alright guys, I hope that short little demonstration sort of encapsulates what I was trying to show with setting those two buttons to far and near focus. And I'm sure it'll come up when you're out in the field trying to capture something and your focus is not quite working. So look, if you have allocated those buttons to anything else, please share it with us. That's what I've thought it would be used for, and there could be a plethora of things that you, I suppose, could assign that to depending on what you're using your camera for. I kind of like the idea that it works in video too, so that's real handy. Alright guys, that's just a little short video about one of the features on the old Panasonic Lumix G9. Field trips will be resuming probably from next week onwards, and I'll continue to showcase what the kit lenses can do, because that's what I've been using for the time being. Hope you found some value out of this video. If you have, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you'll get notified when I upload these videos. I'm trying to do one on a weekly basis and eventually up it to 2 a week. It is challenging getting into this YouTube thing and providing quality content in a sea of awesome content by other creators. So any comments and feedback is most welcome. Really appreciate it. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks for watching this video, and we will catch up in the next one. Over and out. Bye bye.